All right, so I want to talk about sin today, and more specifically, why you shouldn't sin. Because when you get saved as a Christian, when you realize that you go to heaven ultimately not off anything you do, off what Jesus did, aka dying on the Christ, right? That's how you go to heaven. So then you kind of have to have that question. It's like, okay, if my works don't get me into heaven, if my works don't do this, don't do that, they have no authority over the end goal, why does it matter? Why can't I go around hooking up? Why can't I go around drinking? Why can't I go around smoking? Why can't I go around punching people in the face I don't like, right? Why can't I do all this stuff? And number one, it's a relationship thing. Sorry for hitting the camera. It's a relationship thing. Okay, you can't build a relationship, a true, genuine, close relationship with God whilst you're smoking weed, whilst you're drinking, whilst you're hooking up with everybody, whilst you're doing whatever the case may be. And yes, I'm not stupid. I understand. We all have our demons. We all have our battles. And ultimately, we are going to sin. But there are people out there, and this is no hate at anyone, this is just my take on it, who claim to be Christian, Catholic, followers of God. Man, my hands are messed up and dirty from work. But, dang, they black, bro. Where's nice just to let you know, they're dirty. They're dirty. But no. So, they claim to be Christian, right? But they don't show it. They don't act like it. All right? And I want to discuss the importance of it. You need to understand that, number one, we talk about this on life, or a lot. You're on this life, you're for like a reason. Okay, you're on this life for a certain reason. When God made you, He had an image plan for you. He knows the number or the hairs on your head, the number of hairs on your head, and He instilled a vision when creating you. All right, I don't know what that vision is for you. If you need help, Instagram's down below. But I don't know. For me, it's spreading the gospel through YouTube, all right? And just talking about mental health. That's at least what I think it is. It gets more clear as you follow him. That's another reason. But for you, that could be something completely different. Maybe you were meant to do something, I don't know, be a hockey coach. Maybe you were meant to build a business, make furniture. Something along the lines of that. I can't tell you what it is over this video. That's not the point of the video. But other than the fact that you were created with a mission, you have a purpose here to fulfill, there are some other reasons why you can't sin. And I was talking to my pastor about it, and it really gave me, it became a full circle moment. When you sin, when you truly sin, when you mess up, and you're not even trying, all right? Maybe, you're going out and you're partying every night and claiming you're a Christian. Or maybe you're going out and you're hooking up with all these girls or boys, I don't know who watches these videos, right? But whatever the case, that you're hurting God. Number one, you're hurting God, all right? He doesn't want you to do that sort of thing, and you're just going over your own will and hurting him. And then you're also making him look bad, all right? You're making him look bad. You're making the church look bad. You're making your family look bad. You're making everyone who associates with you look bad, all right? If I go out and I go around sleeping with a bunch of women, right? Which, yeah, it'd be fun, it'd be cool, right? But I know that's not the point. I know that's not what God wanted me to do, and I know in the end it's going to hurt me. But I go around sleeping with a bunch of women, but then I show up to church on Sunday, and I have Bible verses in my Instagram, and I speak on these YouTube videos claiming to be a Christian, spreading the word of God, right? Who looks bad at the end of the day? Me? The church? God? All of them. I claim to be Christian, but I'm doing this and that. I claim to be a follower of God and have a mission, and then He created me in His image, and this is a reflection of God. Me sleeping around with a bunch of girls, and then the church. I go to church every Sunday, and it's like, people are looking at me like, really? You go to that church, and then you go do this stuff? You have to understand that you're not just hurting yourself when you sin. You're hurting everyone around you. Okay, and that's what I want to stress here. And another important reason why we shouldn't sin is there may be people and who we come across in our day-to-day life that don't know Jesus all that well, or if all right, maybe they grew up in an atheist household, maybe they grew up Jewish, Muslim, whatever the case may be, or they grew up in a lukewarm family who didn't really practice Christianity, right? And then you come around and you claim to be a Christian. They know you're a Christian. You wear that cross. You go to church. You have Bible verses in your Instagram, all right? You claim to do all these things, but then he sees you smoking or drinking or sleeping with women or being angry and miserable, right? He's going to think, oh, that's Christian, that's Jesus Christ. Number one, he might not even want to interact with you if you're acting those way. Maybe you're mean, maybe you're, I don't know, you have negative personality traits. They're not going to interact with you, or they're going to see that you are doing all these things and they're going to think it's acceptable, right? You're leading people astray from Christianity, from God, from Jesus. And they're going to think that, like, okay, this is how a Christian acts, I can act that way, or okay, this is how a Christian acts, I don't even want to partake in a relationship with God if that's how his followers act, all right? So that's why it's so important we shouldn't sin. Okay, it looks bad on your family, your friends, God, the church, and then it can also lead people astray from Christ or lead people on a path to hell, okay? Path to, I wouldn't say hell, but like lukewarmness, and then not growing a relationship with him, and then falling out with Christ, and then leading them into hell, to get into the more specifics of it. But yeah, I know people, everyone, like, because I follow Christ I don't want to glaze myself, I don't want to, glaze my meat here, but I'm a lot more closer to Christ, a lot more focused on a relationship than some other people in my life, and they always come to me and they always say, oh, Chris, it's once, hit the nicotine, oh, Chris, it's once, go out party, oh, Chris, this, that. It's like, yeah, I get it, bro, yeah, but at the end of the day, you have to understand that you're not just doing it for you. There's other people involved. All right. And at the end of the day, if I just keep going on my mission, my purpose, my path, and living the life Christ wanted me to do, being joyful, being a strong man, being, resilient, having a close relationship with him, all the character traits you can think of while following Jesus, I know people are going to attract to me, and then I'm going to get them closer to the faith. And that's my goal. And that's why we shouldn't sin. All right, remember, it's a reflection, not just on you, but everyone in your life. And people may look to you for guidance, and then they see how you act, and they might not want to be a follower of Christ, or they might think it's acceptable to do those certain things. So yeah, guys, short little ramble today. Hope you enjoyed, hope you found value in it. If you need help finding your purpose, Instagram is down below. Love you guys. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for every single one of you. Love you.